Hey students, so today we are going to discuss the topic of natural resources and human impact. Okay, natural resources. What are natural resources? Like natural resources are the things found on earth that exist completely on their own without any help from humans. Okay, so natural resources can be defined as the resources that exist on planet independent of human actions. Like natural resources are the things found on earth that exist completely on their own without any help from humans. Okay, they are found in the environment and are developed without the intervention of humans. So basically, they are taken directly from nature and the environment. Okay, they are useful to man in a way that it provides food, building and clothing material, fertilizers, metals, water, and geothermal power. So humans rely on them for daily survival to make food, build houses, make clothing, creates energy, and get metals. Okay. Examples include air, water, soil, trees, and minerals, etc. Okay. So, types of natural resources. Okay. Depending on how much is available, natural resources are split into two groups. Okay. So, the first one is renewable, and the second one is non renewable. Renewable resources that are available in infinite quantity and can be used repeatedly. For example, forest, wind, water, etc. It means that these are available in infinite amounts. Like they can be used over and over again because nature replaces them quickly. Okay? Non renewable resources that are limited in abundance due to their own renewable nature and whose availability may run out in the future. For example, include fossil fuels, minerals, etc. Like these are limited. Once we use them all up, they are gone for good because nature takes millions of years to make more. For example, coal, oil. Okay, so the next one is difference between renewable and non-renewable resources. Okay, renewable resources, it can be renewed as it is available in infinite quantity. And non-renewable, once completely consumed, it cannot be renewed due to limited stock. So basically, they are saying that the renewable resources can be renewed and never run out, whereas non-renewable sources cannot be renewed once they are fully used. Okay. So the next one is sustainable in nature. Basically, they are saying that a sustainable means good for the long-term future. Okay. And non-renewable resources, exhaustible in nature, like will eventually finish. Okay. So the next one is low cost and environment friendly, which is renewable resources. Like they are saying that they're cheap to use and friendly to the environment, whereas high cost and less environment friendly, expensive to get and cause pollution. Okay. So the next one is replenish quickly. So replenish basically means that regrow or refill very quickly. Okay. And the non-renewable resources that replenish slowly or do not replenish naturally at all. Like replenish incredibly slowly or not at all. Okay. So the next one is human impact on environment. Okay. Humans are mainly responsible for the destruction of the environment. We have all been modifying the environment as per our convenience, and at this point today we are closing all the valuable natural resources which cannot be gained back. Okay. So basically the problem is that the humans are the main reason the planet's environment is getting damaged. Like we change nature to make our life easier, but we are permanently destroying precious resources. Okay, so the human effect on the factor contributing to the loss of environment are pollution, deforestation, overpopulation, disposal of wastages of natural resources. Basically, pollution means dirting the air, water, and land. Deforestation means cutting down too many trees. Overpopulation means like too many people using up resources, and disposal of wastage means that dumping trash incorrectly. And wastage means throwing away things we could save. Okay? So the next one is human impact on natural resources like groundwater and fossil fuels. Okay. Natural resources like groundwater and fossil fuels are essential for our daily lives. However, human activities significantly impact these resources, leading to sustainability challenges. So basically, they're saying that, however, human activities are overusing and harming both, but creating serious problems for our future survival. Okay? Groundwater. Groundwater is the water found beneath the Earth's surface, stored in aquifers. It provides drinking water, irrigation, and supports ecosystem. So basically, what it is, like it is a fresh water trapped deep down underground in layers of rock called aquifers. Okay, it gives us drinking water and helps water crops. Okay, human impact. The first one is over extraction, like excessive pumping for agriculture and urban use. Sorry. And urban use depletes aquifers, leading to lower water tables. So basically, they are saying that we are pumping out water for farming and cities much faster than rain can refill it. Okay, causing water levels to drop. Okay, pollution. Chemicals from agriculture, industries, and waste can contaminate groundwater, making it unsafe for drinking and harming ecosystem. So basically, chemicals from factories and farms seep into the ground, making the water unsafe to drink. Okay. Consequences like water scarcity affects agriculture and drinking supplies, and contaminated groundwater leads to health issues for communities. Okay. So the result is that the severe water shortages and health problems for communities. Okay, so the next one is fossil fuels. What are fossil fuels? Fossil fuels include coal, oil, natural gas formed from ancient organic matter. They are primary energy sources for electricity, transportation, and heat. So basically, they are the sources of energy like coal, oil, and natural gas that formed from dead plants and animals over millions of years, and we use them for electricity and fuel and other uses. Okay, so human impact. Excessive use, like high demand for energy, leads to rapid depletion of these non renewable resources. Like we use too much of them, meaning they will run out soon. Okay. Pollution. Burning fossil fuels releases greenhouse gases, contributing to climate change and air pollution. Okay. So, burning them releases gases that trap heat, leading to climate change and bad air quality. Okay. Oil spills and accidents like extraction and transportation can lead to spills, harming marine and terrestrial ecosystem. Okay, so basically they are saying that the oil spills in the ocean kill fish and ruin nature. Okay, consequences. Climate change causes extreme weather, rising sea levels, and loss of biodiversity, and air pollution leads to health problems in humans and animals. So basically, the result is that the extreme weather, rising sea levels, and harm to human and animal health. Okay. Okay, students, here are the activity, and you have to read the text and answer the questions. Okay. So fresh water is a natural resource that humans use every day. Fresh water has many uses, including drinking, cleaning, taking care of livestock, irrigating farms, and generating electricity. Since 1950, the United States Geological Survey has tracked the volume of fresh water used in the United States. The graph below shows the volume of freshwater withdrawal or taken by humans for any use in a given year. The data were collected every 5 years starting in 1950 and ending in 2005. Okay, so select the statement that is supported by the data. Okay, the volume of fresh water withdrawn per year increased steadily until 1980. And the second statement is the volume of fresh water withdrawn per year increased every 5 years between 1950 and 2005. So, which statement is correct? Yes, guess. So basically, based on the graph, the bars steadily go up taller and taller from 1950 up until 1980. After 1980, the bar stops rising constantly and fluctuate. Okay, meaning it did not increase every single 5 years period all the way to 2005. Okay, so the statement supported by the data is that the volume of fresh water withdrawn per year increased steadily until 1980. Why this is correct? Why statement 1 is true? Because the graph shows a clear, steady upward climb from 1950. Yes, say this. So, because the graph shows a clear, steady upward climb from 1950 until it hits its peak around 1980. Okay? And statement 2 is false because after 1980, the water usage dropped and changed. It did not keep increasing every 5 years all the way to 2005. Okay, so slide 12 and slide 13 is your self assessment, and also slide 14. Okay, this is your self assessment, like you have to read the passage and answer the question. Okay,